never had to go through that struggle. But there's some black people that live in communities where the cops do not treat them right. You understand? And
okay,
like, it's all about...
Stop right there, David. Stop!
This is a teacher in Florida named Tracy Brown.
I want to be very clear. What you don't know about me could fill a freaking swimming pool.
And, well, she's about to show her true feelings.
I was 16 years old, and I was attacked on a MARTA train by a gang, and yes, gang, wearing bandanas, gang sign, language of blacks.
See what I mean?
In Metro Atlanta. I have as much right as anybody else to dislike blacks for what happened to me. So you don't get to sit there and preach to me what I do and don't know.
Not a good look, but there's more.
I am talking about people in the Black Lives Matter movement who stand up and basically say, and who nobody has once said, you know what, you're wrong. That's not what this is about. Who do nothing but say, Black lives are the only lives that are important, and I heard that said multiple times this summer in different riots.
To me, it sounds like the teacher has a selective and biased view.
Obviously, all lives matter. We are all people. Of course, we all matter. But are all of us, are all races getting routinely killed by the police for no reason other than the fact that they are black?
See?
If Black Lives Matter has a problem with the looting and the burning of buildings, why don't you ever see the people who run Black Lives Matter stand up and say that?
This is who the district wants teaching its non-white students. Think about the message she is spewing. So there's a lot wrong here. Tracy Brown is now on leave for her comments that were clearly detrimental to the curriculum. She will not work until the district concludes its investigation, but it's not like it's an isolated incident.
And now you're in school talking to my kids about George Floyd that ain't got nothing to do with this. You're having an ignorant, disrespectful conversation. He wasn't supposed to be honored. He wasn't supposed to be this. Are you saying this because you're white?
I think
Let's go away from the male. Because now you have mom upset, and I'm speaking to a teacher, nobody else. But I feel as though since we all Zoom in, you need to see my face, and I can't come to speak to you about this. Because right now, my daughter's leaving your class. And if you would like to speak to me, you have my phone number, you have my email.
Well, I would have happily spoken to you.
When the student was pulled from the class, many sided with the mother's decision. As a teacher myself, I sincerely apologize on behalf of all the good teachers, one user commented. Systemic racism is definitely a thing in schools. A professor at Duquesne gave his students the green light to use a racial slur.
I'm giving you permission to use the word, okay? Because we're using the word in a pedagogical sense. What's the one word about race that we're not allowed to use? I'll give you a hint. It starts with N. I'll tell you the word. And again, I'm not using it in any way other than to demonstrate a point. Fair enough?
The outcome? Another instructor has taken over his class until the investigation is concluded. In Bakersfield, California, a high school teacher and football coach was placed on administrative leave after using a racial slur during class. In Louisiana, another teacher was placed on leave after sharing a racist post on social media. And in Chicopee, Massachusetts, a teacher lost her job for sharing a racist post on Facebook about privilege that criticized people on government assistance and people attending protests, and made thinly veiled references to organizations that support Black Americans. Again, my point being, these are not isolated incidents. They are happening over and over and over again. The thing is, the students just aren't afraid to say anything anymore. The school system in the United States, though, has been failing the youth time and time again. My point being, the school system has not evolved.
Black History Month, so thank you all for participating in this.
They demanded a Colin Kaepernick mural for Black History Month be torn down.
He also blasted efforts to re-examine American history with a deeper emphasis on slavery and racism.
And white people, from the president down, do not want to confront their bigoted past. Tracy Brown, at a high school in Florida, is yet another glaring example of how we fail the next generation. The hierarchy of white supremacist practices must be abolished. And what better place to start than right now?